can get used to it. Now we will explain some of the rules for your speech.
First, please keep all of the phones silent during the session so that the speakers will speak smoothly and fluently without any distractions.
Second, please don't go in or out of the classroom because that will lose the audience attention and you will lose the focus.
Third, no littering will be allowed in the room. Treat SMLONE like our own house. Littering is forbidden for the good sake of our environmental hygiene.
Lastly, after each speaker finishes their speech, judges will give feedback and comments to the speaker or audience. You can give your feedback as well by accessing this form within this link shown here.
Now, allow us to explain the time limits. For privates, you can talk about any topic from 5 to 7 minutes. In 5 minutes, the green light will be shown, and in 6 minutes, the yellow light will be shown. And in 7 minutes, the red light will be shown.
For students, you can deliver any speech with the use of PowerPoint, music, and property for 5 to 7 minutes each. In 5 minutes, our timer will turn on the green light, and in 6 minutes, our timer will turn on the yellow light, and in 7 minutes, our timer will turn on the red light.
And after your speech, remember to ring the bell and everyone say, "That was easy."
So, participants, treat this as a reminder to pay attention to the time limit. Just like what we learned in SMLONE, if the time is too short, the speech won't be meaningful. If the time is too long, or if the speech is too long, the audience can get bored. We also want to inform you that there are some hobbies and things outside of the room. Feel free to enjoy the Papa, Mama, and trainees are welcome to enjoy the coffee and tea provided during the event.
Now, it is time for us to start the real stage 31. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
It's time to begin the real stage.
Our first speaker is someone from the class Dale. Let's welcome Chayden. How to get a healthy lifestyle, how to get in lifestyle, Chayden. Let's give an applause for Chayden. Your time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. The stage is yours. Alright, your time limit is from 5 to 7 minutes. The stage is yours. Okay. Hello everyone. Do you know what are the benefits of a healthy lifestyle and how to get it for yourself? Well, today I'm going to be explaining that. I'm going to be talking about how to get a healthy lifestyle for yourself and what are the benefits of it. So, first up, if you want to get a healthy lifestyle, you must consider these 3 factors: eat, sleep, and exercise. So, we are moving on to the first factor first: eat. If you want to get a healthy diet for yourself, you must balance the calories that you consume with the energy that you use. So you can eat some of these healthy foods if you want to get those calories, like fruits, vegetables, dairy products, and meat. So starting off with fruits. Fruits contain a lot of vitamins that is good for our body to improve our immune system and our body also. So examples of fruits are apples, bananas, mangoes, and so on. Now moving on to vegetables. Vegetables contain a lot of fibers that is good for our digestive system. Examples of vegetables are cabbage, spinach, lettuce, and so on again. Then moving on to dairy products. Dairy products contain a lot of calcium and protein that is good for maintaining strong and healthy bones. Examples of dairy products are milk, cheese, yogurts, and so on. And then moving on to meats. Meats contain a lot of iron that is good for our body to create a substance called hemoglobin. A substance in our red blood cells that is useful for transferring the red blood cells into all the parts of the body. So now examples of the meats are steak, cow, and so on. But some meats can also be unhealthy for you, but we're not going to talk about the unhealthy meats. So now that is for the first factor. Now moving on to the second factor, sleep. If you want to get a healthy sleep, you must regularly sleep from 7 to 9 hours regularly. But if you sleep less than those hours, then it can negatively affect your mental and physical health. But if you exceed the sleep hours, it can also negatively affect you and your immune system. So, to improve your sleep habits, it may also help to 1. Limit your caffeine intake. 2. Limit your daytime nap. 3. Sleep every day at the same time. And then 4. You should sleep at the same time from weeknights to weekdays. So that is for the second factor already. Now moving on to the third factor, which is exercise. If you want to get a good exercise, you must do 5 hours of aerobic activity if you want to. But if you don't want to do aerobic activity, you can do some of these sports that I can recommend you, like badminton, yoga, swimming, basketball, and so on again. So if you want to play badminton, it can burn up to 300 to 500 calories per hour. 300 500 calories per hour. Playing badminton regularly can decrease your risk of your blood vessels clogging. So moving on to yoga. Yoga is a not really big sport. It can make your bones straight again if it hurts. So yoga can regularly burn up to 200 to 600 calories per hour. You should do yoga regularly 2 to 3 times a day or 3 to 4 times a day if you are good at it already. Now for swimming. Swimming can burn up to 233 calories per hour depending on what type of swimming form you use. So you should regularly swim between 2 to 3 days or 3 to 4 days per week. And then moving on to basketball. Basketball is a good sport for your muscles to build up. It can burn up to around 200 calories per hour, and you must regularly train it for 2 days a week. So what are you waiting for? You should start your healthy life now, from now on. Thank you.
Wow, thank you for your amazing speech. Now let's have one of our judges to give feedback to let us welcome our judge, Mr. Stephen.
Hello, Stephen. How do you feel?
I feel okay now after the speech.
So now it's okay, but before you feel like your heart wants to stop, okay?
Yeah.
Alright. So, Jaden, congratulations for passing. This is your first real stage, right? Yeah, I think for a lot of audience, they have to know that for private level, the objective was just to show confidence on the stage, right? So, being able to complete your whole speech, that's a great thing. Because I know that it's difficult to memorize the whole speech, yet to step up in front of new people and complete this one. So congratulations for that. What I would like to add for you was that you had such a good posture. A lot of trainees at private level, when they are standing before the audience, their legs would tremble, right? But you did not. You stood very solid, and also you managed to use your hands to help enhance your speech. So those are the good things that you need to keep at the next level. Okay, stand still, and you manage to use your hands to update the audience, the message of your speech. One thing that you could improve in the future, I know that you use your hands like this, right? All right? Yeah, so at next level, try to expand it a little bit. Okay, don't put your arms to the body very closely. So instead of putting three like this, you could open it up a bit more, or you could just raise your arms and put three like this. Alright, so the audience at the very back, they could see your arms like the first thing, the second thing, because when you show your arms largely, people assume it as being confident. Okay, so that will be a challenge for your next level to really, expand your arms
More.
yeah, when you are delivering your speeches. Okay, congratulations again, Jaden. Very well done.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I believe the feedback is so well received. Now let's have 1 minute of silence so our dear trainees and parents. Let's fill up the feedback form so that the speaker can improve more.
Our next speaker is someone from the class of neutral. Let's welcome Chloe Bernice Tan. How to stop climate change? How to stop climate change? Chloe Bernice Tan. Let's give an applause for Chloe. The time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. The stage is slow.
Climate change is not just a problem for the future, it is impacting us every day, everywhere. Good morning, everyone. My name is Chloe Bernice, and today I will be talking about how to stop climate change. What exactly is climate change, you might be wondering? Well, climate change is the significant variation of average weather conditions becoming warmer, wetter, or drier over several decades or longer. It is the longer-term trend that differentiates climate change from natural weather variability. The effects of climate change are hotter temperatures, more severe storms, increased drought, loss of species, etc. But what causes it is generating power, manufacturing goods, etc. So now that you know the effects of climate change and what causes it, stop doing what causes it and try to stop it. Now you might be wondering, how do we stop it? Well, it's simple. You can conserve energy at home. For example, when you are not using the room, turn off the light so you could conserve energy. Secondly, you could change your home source of energy. Third, you can walk or bike or take public transport. Next, you can also eat more vegetables and don't waste food. For example, if you know you can't eat a lot of food, don't order too much. But if you have already ordered that much, what should you do? You could give it away or eat it all. But actually, why is climate change a big problem? That's because changes in weather and climate patterns can put lives at risk. Heat is one of the most deadly weather phenomena. As ocean temperatures rise, hurricanes are getting stronger and wetter, which can lead to direct deaths and indirect deaths. But why does climate change affect us? The impacts of climate change are helped by affecting the food we eat, the water we drink, the air we breathe, and the weather we experience. In conclusion, climate change can cause more severe storms, hotter temperature, a warm rising ocean, and could cause loss of species. To avoid that, you could take public transport, conserve energy, do the 3 R's, and lots more. The 3 R's are reduce, reuse, and recycle. You could also eat more vegetables and throw away less food. I hope you all know what climate change, what are the effects of climate change, what causes it, and what to do to stop it, and why it's such a big problem. Well, that is it for my speech. Thank you for listening to my speech. I hope we all can help climate change stop. Goodbye and thank you.
Wow, thank you for your inspiring speech. Now, let's have one of our judges to give feedback. Let's welcome Miss Theo.
First of all, congratulations, Chloe, for finishing your very first real stage. I think it's a very nice performance that you have already shown today, since you can finish it from the very beginning until the very end. I really love how you are staying calm, though there might be some kind of struggle that you are facing, but you are being calm, relaxed, and you have that very sweet voice. So it's a very nice thing for me to hear since just now. What you can actually improve again is to have a strong stage movement because you are just going to there, and then just now it's a difficult topic since you are talking about this climate change, right? So you can give some kind of movements, like just now you were mentioning about reuse, recycle, right? So you can move from one place to another place, and like this one, you're in the middle, then going to the right side, and to the left side, then go back again to the center. I think it's gonna be a nice gesture for you to move around. Okay? Overall, very well done. Let's give a big round of applause to Sesi.
Some more. Yeah. So Chloe, one suggestion for I think for everyone in the room, when you are practicing your speech many times, I still remember the first time when I practiced my speech, I read it I think 40, 50 times. All right? Why so many times? I did not memorize the speech. So that when I was on stage, because you know when you were on stage, things could get really scary, even for adults. So for a child as little as you standing there, forgetting your words, it's a very normal thing. Alright? But next time when you are practicing your speeches, read it more and more and more. Because suddenly when you're on the stage, all the words come back by itself. You know, you don't have to order them, they just appear on the stage. Alright, try it at your next speeches. Okay, Chloe? Very well done, Chloe.
Thank you very much. I believe that the feedback is very well received. Now let's have 1 minute of silence so our dear trainees and parents. Let's fill out the feedback form so that the speaker will improve more. Day is over. Our next speaker is someone from the class of Black Belt. Let's welcome Enrico, my journey in playing violin, Enrico Victorian. Please give a round of applause for Enrico. 5 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes. So, yeah, good luck.
I believe all of you already know about the violin. Can I know who is here who knows violin? Please raise your hand. Okay. Today I want to share my journey to play the violin in front of so many people. In music, I started playing the piano when I was 3 years old, but due to COVID-19, I stopped playing the piano for 3 years. Then in 2022, I resumed playing the piano added a drum to the musical service. Last year, my mom asked me if I wanted to play the violin too. I was a bit confused because violin had only 4 strings. How could it produce a good sound? Considering my previous experience with the piano, which has many keys, I had doubts. I asked my mom, is the violin difficult to play? She answered, you won't know if something is easy or difficult until you try it yourself. Without my approval, my mom registered me with the violin teacher. I still remember that was a tiring day. I just finished my English course when my mom picked me up and informed me that I would have a violin lesson soon. I was so sad. I began learning violin in July 2023. I thought playing the violin would be very difficult, but beyond my expectations, perhaps I already had a basic understanding of the piano. I could easily comprehend and play the violin well. My violin coach, who has a commanding presence, lets us listen better sounds that motivate us to learn and practice more. I feel lucky to have him as my violin coach. He has numerous students, and we all feel like a family. The advantage of taking lessons with him is that we always practice for big events such as Christmas, Chinese New Year, and Golden and Central Point, and some other famous places in Medan. The benefits of playing the violin and benefits of playing the violin include increased confidence, skill, improve social skills, teamwork, enhance discipline, and the ability to balance our right and left brain functions. That's all I wanted to say. If you want to join me playing the violin, you can start it when you are younger. It will be easier for you. If you start playing, I think it might be harder for you. Enjoy your day with music. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your day with music. Uh, Enjoy your day with music. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you for listening. I
Thank you for the inspiring speech. Please welcome Sir Stephen.
All right, Enrico, yeah. Okay. Enrico, remind me again, how young are you? You You are 8 years old. Oh my God. You're so fragile up there on the stage. Oh, so worried. That, trust me, you have done amazing job. And Rico, it was amazing. I have several friends of mine who are musicians, and they don't speak. All right, let alone on the stage. They will never go on the stage. Trust me, my violinist. So playing the piano, playing violin, and then you can deliver a speech like that. It was more than wonderful. Personally, I think that you have amazing storytelling ability. When you are delivering your speech, you are actually telling story, and you can carry the audience from the beginning until the end of the story. Even though your voice can be heard by ants and rats and all little animals, which means you need to improve the volume of the voice, but the content of your speech was incredible. So that is the thing that you need to keep practicing to the future. Okay. At the sergeant level and the next levels when you are at SML1, always remember when you are speaking, when you are practicing at home. Do you have phone? Yeah. So at your phone you have this recording ability. All right. You have this recording feature. Put your phone at the across the room, like at the end of your bedroom. When you are speaking, record yourself. You need to make sure that when you put your phone as far as possible in the room, your phone should be able to record your voice. If you cannot hear your own voice at your recording, it means that you need to increase your volume. All right? Because it's such a waste if you have delivered a good speech, but the audience cannot hear your voice. All right, Enrico? It's a big homework. But if you can tackle violin and the piano, I think that you can tackle the stage. So don't worry about that. Congratulations again, very well done.
Thank you very much. I believe this event is very well received. Now there's only 1 minute of silence. So our dear ladies and parents, please fill out the feedback form and see what the
Excuse me. With that guys, this Nila. Sunod din. Sunod, ano tayo speaker? Kamay ligit. And bam! Nice bam!
Our next speaker is someone from the house of Newton. So let's welcome Jos Frederick Ang, Chinese Year, Jos Frederick Ang. Let's give him a applause for Jos. Alright, the time limit is from 5 to 7 minutes. The same goes.
Hi everybody, my name is Jos. Today I'm going to talk about the history of Chinese New Year. So, Chinese New Year can be traced back to 3,500 years ago when there was a monster named Yan, which meant year. He would come to the village at the eve of Chinese New Year. He would eat livestock, crops, and even people on the eve of Chinese New Year.
but the monster was scared of bright light in the color red and loud sounds. So those were the things that the people used to scare the beast away. They put up red scrolls on their houses, and to avoid more destruction, people put food in front of their houses for them to eat. And there are the 12 zodiac signs of the Chinese New Year, which are rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and the pig. So the story was the Jade Emperor looked the heavens. He wanted to find a way to tell time. So he asked those 12 animals to compete in a race. So the race would take place in the morning. The next day, the rat asked the horse, tiger, and ox if he could ride on them for the race. The rat and the tiger and horse declined, but the kind-hearted ox agreed. And then the race started. Then the rat hopped onto the ox back and then they went into the river. The rat was in first place and then came the ox. Then the tiger went third, then the rabbit went fourth place. The dragon could just fly over to the finish line, but he decided to help some animals which have some problems crossing the river. So the dragon came in fifth place. Then in sixth place was supposed to be the horse, but the snake went under the horse and took sixth place. The horse took the seventh place. And then the goat, monkey, and rooster, they were working together on a tree lot, sailing together. So they decided to let the goat first, then the monkey, then the rooster. Then the dog won 11th place because he was busy taking a bath. Then the pig came in last place because he was having a feast. So before Chinese New Year, usually people clean their houses, get new haircuts. People get new haircuts because it's the removal of bad luck from the previous year. And then Chinese New Year, or known as Lunar New Year or Spring Festival, is China's most important festival, which includes a week of public holiday. And then there are also the 5 elements of the Chinese New Year: metal, wood, fire, water, and earth. And I am very happy, I am always happy to celebrate Chinese New Year because the school gives you a week of holidays. That's all for my speech. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for the interesting speech. Now, let's have one of our judges to give feedback. Please welcome Miss Pio.
Just
I see that you have a very strong and dream on the stage. Because now your standing posture is very strong with the stable. I really love that. And then this topic about Chinese New Year is a very new thing for everyone. I think that you bring the history, telling it again in here. So it's a very nice knowledge for everyone here. I also love how you can deal with your eye contact now with your audience. Your voice is very clear. And something which you can improve again is more on playing with the intonation of your voice, because just now there might be some characters, right, about the pain and stuff. Then you can play again with that intonation. So it's gonna bring the flavor, the taste in your speech itself. So I think that's what you can improve again for the next one. Overall, well done. Let's give up a round of applause.
That was easy.
You did it.
Alright. Thank you very much. I believe that the feedback is very well received. Now let's have 1 minute of silence. So our dear trees and parents, let's fill up the feedback form so that the speaker will improve more.
If no one to give the when next up, like no on here, like no on here. Okay, done. Thank you.
Now our next speaker is someone from the class of Gates. Please let's welcome Madeline Chloe Wang, the importance of education, Madeline Chloe Wang. Let's give an applause for Madeline. The time limit is from 5 to 7 minutes, so sit this.
Have you ever wondered what is the importance of education? Well, I am Madeline, and today I will explain. Well, education is a lifetime process for a child. A child's education rates begins at his or her house, where he will learn the basic necessities of life, such as walking, running, walking upstairs or going down the stairs, talking, eating, and drinking. And all of that, who do we learn it from? Yes, our parents. Our parents gives us basic necessities to live and teach us the things that we do daily. Now, after we learn the basics, we will go to preschool, where we will learn plus and minus. Since that is what we will need to learn to go to elementary school. But in preschool, we can do things that is fun and also educating, where we will do some field trips, but maybe the field trips we go to is to learn or study new things that we haven't known yet. After preschool, we go to elementary school, which is the 6 years of learning. The first grade, we will learn how to continue from preschool. Second grade, we will do some times, and we would get used to times. And remember, when you learn times,
You also still need to use plus. After second grade, we will do third grade, when we will learn times, division, plus, and minus. All of them for equations of math. We would need to focus on that and other subjects so we can go to higher grades and have a better future. And then we will go to 5th grade and 6th grade, which is how when 5th grade we will learn how to test all of the things we learned from 1st to 4th. And if you pass that exam on 5th grade, you will go to 6th grade, which means you need to focus on that. So you can go to junior, senior, and college. And most people would end in college. But for people who want to get a high-paying job such as engineers and doctors and many others, they would go to a specific school for that job. After we pass 6th grade, you would go to high school, senior, and finally college. College is the last grade for most people, but if you continue, maybe you could have a brighter future and get a high-paying job and finally start a family. And after we have a job, you can retire and you can have a great life for the rest of your time. So, what will happen if there is no education? Technology would not be found yet, and we would still not know how to control satellites, phones, and many other devices that we use today. So, if we don't know how to control satellites, phones, and other things that we know and use today, what would happen? We would still probably be riding horse and playing board games. So education is very important for a person's life. Since it is used to have a brighter future and to retire and have a great life after that. So we need to focus in class more so we can have a better future in the future. Now, in conclusion, education is a ray of light in the darkness. It certainly is a hope for a good life. And above all of that, my message for today is free education for all. Since a lot of people that you see in the streets don't get education, since their parents couldn't afford it since they were a child. So you should be grateful that you get this high rate of education. And that's also why all governments should have free education in all schools. So the world could be better and we would probably not be doing global or climate change. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for your speech. Now we will have one of our judges to give feedback. So please welcome Sir Stephen.
Yeah, really, congratulations on your speech. This is your first real stage, right? Yeah, but when I listened to your speech, I felt like being in a kampanye caleg, kampanye caleg. Later you ask your parents, you're like promoting this education. I think the topic was very difficult. The content of your speech was way beyond your age. You're talking about college, you're talking about settling down, you're talking about getting great future. So it shows that you are very mature at your age now. Alright, let's talk about the public speaking. You had the material of becoming a great public speaker. Your voice was clear, When you went up on the stage, straight away you took all the audience attention. Your face looked bubbly and very friendly. Right? That is one of the ingredients to make audience like you, and you had that already. Okay? So what you need to do, Madeline, in the future is to practice different types of speeches. Right? Explore many types of speeches, especially on the telling stories. There were times when you were speaking, it was quite choppy. So we can go to higher grade and have better future. One tip in the future when you are practicing delivering speeches, imagine you are talking to a friend. As if your friend is in front of you, so like you're talking to them. So we can go to higher grade and have a better future. Alright? So delivering speeches is more like talking to a friend. If you can do that again and again, trust me, you can be a really good public speaker. So congratulations, Madeline. I'm waiting for your next speeches.
Yeah, thank you very much. The feedback is very promising. Now let's have 1 minute of silence so our dear trainees can prepare. Let's fill up the feedback form so the speaker can.
The name of the second one. Number it then has something here. Right now, yeah. This is the link. So, okay, no, thanks.
Alright. So our next speaker is someone from the class of Gandhi. Let's welcome Marcelis Energy, Marcelis Salih. Let's give a Your time limit is from 5 to 7 minutes.
Hello everybody, today I'll be talking about energies. But first, what is energy? Energy is the ability to do work. Energy cannot be converted, energy cannot be created, nor can it be destroyed. But energy can be converted from one form to another. Energy is all around us. We need food for us to get the energy that enables us to carry out daily activities and stay alive. Now, I will talk about the 6 types of energy. Light energy. Light energy enables us to see. Without light energy, we wouldn't be able to see the things around us. Light energy is made up of small particles called photons. Our main source of light energy is the sun. Heat energy. Heat energy keeps us warm. Without heat, the earth will be freezing. Heat can help us in many different ways. We can cook rice, iron our clothes, toast bread in the toaster, and so on. Sun energy. Sun energy comes from vibrations trying to move through something. Without sun energy, we wouldn't be able to communicate in times of crisis. Music is a form of sun energy. Electrical energy. Electrical energy is used in many different places, such as our homes, schools, offices, shopping centers, and supermarkets. Electrical equipment such as cameras, torches, and watches get their energy from batteries. Now, potential energy. Potential energy is an energy that is stored in the body and is used later to do work. There are three common types of potential energy: chemical potential energy, gravitational potential energy, and elastic potential energy. Let's talk about chemical potential energy first. Chemical potential energy can be found in the fluid batteries we use for electrical appliances or equipment, and the fuels we burn. Fuels have chemical potential energy. Some examples of fuels include candle wax, wood, oil, coal, charcoal, and natural gas. When an object is placed above the ground, the object has gravitational potential energy. The amount of gravitational potential energy an object has depends on its height above the ground and its mass. The higher an object is and the heavier that object is, the more gravitational potential energy the object has. Elastic potential energy can be found in elastic objects. When a spring is stretched or compressed, the object possesses an energy called elastic potential energy. An object that is placed in a constant position has no elastic potential energy. Now, kinetic energy. Moving objects have kinetic energy. A moving bus has kinetic energy. The amount of kinetic energy an object has depends on its speed and mass. The faster an object is and the heavier that object is, the more kinetic energy the object has. Now let's talk about energy conversion. As I have stated earlier, energy cannot be created nor can it be destroyed. But it can only be converted from one form to another. Now I will set two examples. First one is someone playing a guitar. Kinetic energy from the moving strings is converted to sound energy from the music. And second one is the burning candle. Chemical potential energy from the candle wax is converted to the light and heat energy of the fire. Now, let's talk about energy conservation. Energy conservation is making wise choices in order to save energy. We have limited amount of fossil fuels, and we will soon run out of them if we don't use them wisely. So here are 4 things you can do in order to save energy. You can conserve energy by riding a bike or walking to school instead of using a car. Using the clothesline to dry our clothes instead of using the dryer. We can also turn off the light when it's not needed. Using the fan instead of air conditioner in order to conserve energy is the best thing we can do. Let's conserve energy.
That was easy.
Yes, thank you for your informative speech. Now let's have one of our judges to give feedback. Please welcome Miss Theo.
Wow. Marcelis, I can tell that I'm not looking at Marcelis in front, but I'm looking at a scientist speaking. Yes, because it's a very deep content that you were talking about, since you were mentioning 6 different types of energy. Wow, I thought that there's only one. So I really love how you can masterize your topic and finish it until the very end. Your voice is very clear and like your standing posture in there. What you can play more is with your facial expression. Like just now, you were putting those smile. those facial expression is gonna reduce the tense when you deliver the speech. So because this topic is something which is very nice for informing everyone here, right? So that's what you can put in your next speeches. Overall, very well done for your first little speech.
Thank you very much. I believe that the feedback is very also well received. So now let's have 1 minute of silence. So our dear trainees and parents, let's fill out the feedback form so that the speaker will improve.
There's a jump. Hello. No positive actions.
So the next speaker,
Now we will have 5 minutes of toilet break.
Yuk ikutin kita berbagi kasih nomor sama anak teman-teman. Let's go.
5, 4, start again.
Our next speaker is someone from Gambia. Let's welcome Gracelyn. Yeah, please welcome Grace.
What is social media and how does it affect us? Good morning, judges, teachers, parents, and friends. Today, I will be talking about social media. Social media are interactive technologies that facilitate the creation and sharing of content, ideas, interests, and other forms or expressions through the internet. Social media has rapidly changed over the past 20 years thanks to the rapid development of mobile technologies. Across the globe, mobile devices dominate in terms of minutes spent online. They put the means to connect anywhere, at any time, on any devices in everyone's hands. Some examples of social media apps that we use daily are WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and etc. How does social media affect us? Well, it affects us both in a positive and a negative way. Let's start with the positive effects first. The positive effects of social media are, firstly, it is useful for business to promote their products using advertisements. Social media is beneficial for business to promote their products because they may share their service or business products online. Both online and offline business requires advertisements and promotions in order to promote their products or service to the general public. Some business can pay to have paid advertisements appear, while others can reach out to people who are interested in what they have to offer. Secondly, people can stay connected with their distant family members or friends through social media by messaging each other oftenly, making video calls, posts, and status updates. With the help of social media, it makes it so much more easier to connect with the people you desire from the entire world. Thirdly, social media can give us educational benefits. For example, social media can help, you can search videos online of how to cook. You can take online courses, for example, English course using Google Meet or Zoom. You can also ask Google if there's anything you don't understand from your assignments or homeworks. Now, let's move on to the negative effects of social media. The negative effects of social media are, firstly, it can cause addiction. Addiction happens when
Someone uses social media too much to the point that it can lead them to addiction. To the point that it can lead them to addiction. Addiction can damage someone's health. Addiction can also lead to procrastinations, both in adults and children. For example, children tend to procrastinate doing their assignments or homeworks just to play and have fun with their friends on social media. Now, the second one is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying happens when someone bullies other people on social media. Cyberbullying can lead to mental breakdowns and even worse. Social media makes it so much easier for people to harass, threaten, or intimidate their victims. A lot of people use false social media accounts to tease others. Thirdly, misinformation. Misinformation happens when false information or inaccurate information are spread or shared. Misinformation often happens unconsciously, or it can also happen on purpose. Misinformation can lead to chaos, fights, and wars. It can also damage relationships between families and friends. I personally think that social media can affect us equally for the better and for the worse. It really depends on how we use it. As users, we should use it wisely so that social media can make our lives more convenient. Or else, something as useful as social media can be harmful if used in the wrong way. That is all for my speech. Thank you. Thank you for your information speech. Now let's have one of our judges, which is Sir Stephen.
Excellent. I think I've seen so many speakers, in my life, actually in my career, students, who finally became great adult speakers. And when I look at you, I remember some of my great trainees in the past who are now successful in their life. You had what it takes to be a really, really good speaker. The voice, the content of your speech, and also the body language. Everything was there in you. Okay? Which makes your job more difficult. Right? Because when you are that good for a private level, you're private, this is your first real stage, right? Okay. Things becomes higher standard for your sergeant, for your lieutenant colonel, and up to the general level. Okay? You use your hands very comfortably. Before you went on the stage, you even asked the operator to change the topic. It shows that you care about your speech. You want the audience to know who you are. And as your first performance, you mark your stage very well. Okay? One thing that I want to give you input for your next speeches was that when you are on the stage, you are the queen. You are the one to watch. You are the star. Which means the stage was all yours. If you want to move, move. If you want to walk till the end of the stage, walk. Because they are yours. Okay? Do not be worried. Do not be shy. Because when you are on the stage, we are your people. We are your subjects. You know what I mean? Yeah? So the stage is mine. Use it well. When you want to open your hands, open it widely. When you want to raise your arm, raise it high. Okay? Because I saw that when you want to move, it was a bit, should I move, should I not, should I move, should I not? Okay? Remember next time, if you want to move, move. If you want to walk, walk. The stage is yours, because you are that good. Okay? I can't wait to see you on the next level of your SMLONE journey. I want to see how you become and transform. All the best to you, Gracely. See you in the future.
Thank you very much. I believe that the feedback is very well received. Now let's have 1 minute of silence so our dear trainees and parents, let's fill out the feedback form so that the speaker will.
Speaker limit. Nice. Minute silent. Yeah, 1 minute That's why
Our next speaker is someone from the class of Robbins. Let's welcome Quincy Jocelyn Regina, the benefits of having pets. The benefits of having pets. Quincy, let's welcome Quincy. Your time limit is 5 minutes. The stage is yours.
Animals do speak, but only to those who know how to listen. To start, we can see signs of human love for animals. Almost everywhere in Europe, some individuals have pets, dogs, cats, birds, fish, rabbits, and guinea pigs. Some of us treat pets like our children. We have birthday parties for our pets. We even give them cute names, sometimes human names. The mutual affection we feel for animals can be compared to the affection we feel for our children. We impulsively care for them and dare to hurt them because they are unable to easily help themselves. Our perception of adult humans that they can easily speak up for their rights or defend themselves from danger. Having pets offers humans a variety of powerful benefits. First, besides your pet companionship, pets also make it easier for you to approach and talk to someone who is walking a dog or at the dog park. Second, spending time with a pet has been found to lower blood pressure, reduce stress hormones, and release chemicals that trigger relaxation even when there's a lot on your plate. Last, for mental and emotional benefits, many of us yearn for unconditional love. We want someone who is loved for us, for who we are, and has zero expectations, and always happy to see us. Pets, however, can accommodate this. Pets Pets don't ask for much. in life, and most just need a warm, safe and sheltered place to live, as well as enough food, water and exercise. In return, they will give you unconditional love. Roger Lee once said, humans are a dog's best friends. Love, love them as much as they love you. I'm busy, Jocelyn. That's all from me.
Thank you for your speech. Now we will have one of our judges to give feedback. Please welcome Miss Theo.
Wow, Quincy, just like your name, you look like Queen in front with a very nice hood in front there. And I really like how you deliver with a message just now at the very end of it with that quote. It's a very nice thing to close your message for the speech itself. And then just now you were trying with the hand gesture. That is something which is very nice, as this is your very first real stage. Very well done for finishing this first real stage. What you can actually improve more is to be braver. Again, just like what Sir Stephen mentioned just now, I do agree with that is actually the stage of yours. Okay, you're the queen, right? And you're Quincy there. So you can make use of that whole stage and just simply explore how you want to express yourself. That's what you can do again for the next one. Okay, overall, it's very well done. Let's give a big round of applause.
Alright, so thank you very much. I believe that the feedback is very interesting. Now let's have 1 minute silence. So our dear creation parents, let's fill out the feedback form so that the speaker will.
I like to see.
Alright, so our next speaker is someone from the class of Gandhi. And please welcome written of deforestation effects on environment, deforestation effects on environment, please welcome Raven.
Hello everybody, today I'm going to talk about deforestation effects on environment. Firstly, what is deforestation? Deforestation is cutting down or burning down large amount of trees that are done by man. Now, some of you might think, why is forest so important for us? Billions amount of people rely on them for food, clothing, accessories, furniture, and others. You might think that furniture requires wood and that will mean cutting down trees. The deforestation I'm talking about today is the deforestation that you cut down the trees or burning down the trees without planting them back. So there are some things I'm going to talk about some effect of deforestation, which is soil erosion.
Soil erosion is the loss of large amount of topsoil. It can happen slowly without anybody noticing, or it can happen at an alarming rate. If soil erosion happens on farmland, it will cause the crops to grow more unhealthy, and it will make the crops unable to grow. Soil erosion also causes sinkholes. Some examples of soil erosion are landslide on the mountain, on the western hill area, and others. The next one I want to talk about flood. You might think that flood is just some ocean waves crashing in or other stuff, but it might be temporary, but it will cause vehicles, houses, and other properties to be destroyed. Now, one example of flood is here, which causes the vehicles to be on a traffic jam because there will be only some road they can cross. The next is this global warming. Global warming is one of the effects of deforestation. On 1938, the snows are still in good state, which in 1981, snows are starting to melt because deforestation are growing large amount. And 1998, most amount of the snows are melting. And in 2009, almost all the snows are melted. This causes the sea level to rise up slightly higher every year. The sea level might be going up on the next few years. Some city by the sea might be sunk. So you might think that forest deforestation is happening only a bit, but from 1990 till 2015, deforestation happens with an area more than South Africa. So, as a wise man ever said to me, bad choices lead to bad consequences. So, I need you to ask your friends or other people to stop deforestation. And also, I think that the effects are quite bad. There is one more effect I'm going to talk about, which is climate change. Climate change will lead to the change of climate, which, like a really hot day, no? Okay. So that's all for my speech. Thank you, and my name is Sesi. And
Thank you for your informative speech. Now we have one of our judges. So please welcome Sir Stephen.
Hello, Raiden. Can I ask you how old are you? You're 12. Okay. You remind me of one of my friends. He is a lecturer. A mini lecturer. You made us feel like you are a lecturer, a very, very old lecturer. Okay? So I think if that's your point, you have been successful. And I personally feel that you are very composed. Okay, is this a private level real estate? Yeah. Because why I ask, because using PowerPoint, it's a level, the project of a sergeant level real estate, and you manage to use it at this early stage of your speaking career. If I can give you one simple suggestion, be careful when we are using PowerPoint or slides. At times, we can turn into the slides. Okay? Remember that when you are a public speaker, you are the star, not the slides. You don't want to drag the audience attention to the slides. One of the easiest way to drag the audience attention to the slides is when the speaker himself look at the slides. Okay? So your challenge next time, Braden, was that even though you have the slides, okay, you should look at the audience. Because when you look at the audience, you want the audience to look at you back. Remember, I am the speaker, I am the star, not the slides. The slides just my assistant. It's just my helper. Okay? So that is a big challenge for you at the next stage. Yeah? How to make the slides your friend, not your competition. Okay? And another thing that I would like to add was that when we are, can we please scroll to the first slide, please? When we are creating slides, be careful of the position of the words. Okay? If you look at deforestation effects, I would suggest put the on the lower line, on the second line. So deforestation effects, and then on environment. Okay? That is how you keep your scientific level or the pace of your own little lecture. All right, Professor? So I'm hoping to see you at the next level. Congratulations.
That was easy. Thank you very much. I believe that the feedback is very well received. Now let's have 1 minute of silence. So, dear parents and strangers, let's fill up the feedback form so that the speaker can.
So that form is usually for the adults and trainers who train.
Our next speaker is someone from the class of
Indian is the colorful political capital of Malaysia's island. Now, you can see this higher, that one is a top. It can make you like fun, food and good living. You can play jungle gym. You can take a picture in the gallery, area of museum, and many more. Even this is in the 68 levels. And this is the second image that I take from Google. This is like catwalk. Like this is a very special food that my mom said it's so delicious. You know. Oh, and the last airport. This is the airport that when we want to go when we arrive at Penang or when we want to go back to our city. This is the place. And you can eat before you travel up Penang or before you leave Penang. Okay, now let's go to KL. Beside of these pictures, this is KL. This is Kuala Lumpur. It's a capital city of Malaysia. Who knows KL and ever visit? So many people visit KL. Here. This is the popular place in the KL, or it can say that I like the Kuala Lumpur. This is the special place in Kuala Lumpur that has the waterfall that's so amazing. And one more thing that for who's still a grade 3 until like 17, please raise up your hand, please. Who? That's a special place. Kok desainnya Kuala Lumpur? You can be a firefighter, you can be a subway song, you can be an actor, you can be a food that sand. You see, so many you can do in Kuala Lumpur. This is the character goes, and this one is you can take a pictures for a while before you get start activities or before you go back to your hotel. But before that, I have one more city that just now I give you 6. Nah, who ever go to Ipoh? Please raise up your hand. No one. Semuanya. So the first there one place that you must to visit is Sunwest Lost World of Tambun. It's the largest swimming pool in Ipoh. And then there was some sand that you can play. And there was a giant roller coaster that it is like a tiger, and then it's playing like so fast until my brothers scared. So the last one in Ipoh is Kokuman Land. There were books, food, and many more. And beside of that, we named Ipoh and KL. So one thing that you need must Sunrise of Tambun is to not run. Later you will lost or might we fall down. So that's it all. Thank you. Thank you for your informative speech. Now we will have one of our judges, which is Miss Pio.
Sampo, I can say that you are bringing me very deep into this story of your speech, since you have a very great way of bringing your speech itself, that expression, that innocence from you, and how you are being very friendly with the audience. That is something which is not everyone can actually do. Okay? So it is something which is very precious, and you have to actually bring that with you like forever, because you nail the stage very well by moving around. You really make use of the whole stage, your intonations, that is very nice. Again, you're still in private level, correct? And you challenge yourself with making these slides. I think this is something which you're going to learn later on in certain level, but it is somehow for creating the slide itself, you can simplify in terms of design for the, yeah, since there are so many colors, right, and also the pictures that you are putting, so it's gonna be good if the background is more simple, so we can focus more on the pictures, like you can show, okay, this is KL, then show just the picture of KL. You want to say about Sunway, then you can show the picture of Sunway, something like that, okay? But somehow that's what you're gonna learn when you're going to the certain level. Overall, very well done for your first real stage. That you will become.
That was very amazing place.
Can I ask one question, Sampo? Why there was no pictures of people?
Because it later I need to go faster because I clear that is 4:45 before 1 o'clock. I cannot be related, but I will tell you if you want to what if you want to go more this one on YouTube it's all like but that's all my story.
Okay.
Thank you for my friend.
Overall, that was very amazing. Okay, so thank you very much. I believe that the feedback was very well received. Now let's have 1 minute of silence. So our dear trainees and parents, let's hear the feedback from so that the speaker could.
I think it's not okay for myself. I think I need to focus myself. Oh. Please, I write it for myself. Yes, I write for myself.
Our next speaker is someone from the house of Newton. Let's welcome Zia Agarfa Alirina, the legend story of Britova, the legend story of Britova. Please welcome Zia. Your time limit is from 5 to 7 minutes. The stage is yours.
Hello everyone, my name is Zia, and today I'm going to talk about the legend of Lake Toba. You must be curious. Okay, let's get started. First, do you know about Lake Toba? So, Lake Toba is the largest lake in Indonesia. It is very big. Do you know where it is? It is in North Sumatra. Okay, you must be excited because now I'm going to tell tell you about the legend of Lake Toba. Once upon a time, in an ancient times, there was a young man named Toba. He worked in the fields and sometimes fished in the river. One day, he was fishing and caught a fish. But this fish was different. This fish was very big and very beautiful. When Toba took the fish off the hook, the fish suddenly became a very beautiful woman. Toba was very impressed with the woman's beauty and asked her, "Where do you come from? You're so beautiful." Then the woman replied, "Thank you for letting me off the sea. I'm actually a cursed princess." Then Toba asked, "Will you marry me?" Then the princess said, "I will marry you under one condition, that you will keep the secret that I am a fish." Then Toba said, "Okay, I agree with that permission." And then finally they got married and have a child named Samut. One day, Samuel's mother told Samuel to give lunch to his dad, Toba, to the fields where he worked. And then Samuel said, "Okay, Mom, I will deliver it to them." Then he took the lunch and go to the fields. In the middle of his journey, he felt really hungry and said, "Oh my God, I'm really hungry. Should I eat some of Daddy's food? Maybe I will eat some of Daddy's food." And then he ate some of it. He said, "Oh my God, it's very delicious. Now I'm full." When he see the food in the box, he was shocked because the food was a little more left. What? There's a little more food? Oh no! Daddy must be angry. Then he rushes to the fields and gives the food to his dad. When his dad see the food in the box, he said, "Why is there a little food left?" Then Samosa replied, "I'm sorry, Daddy. I ate some of the food because I felt really hungry in my journey." Then Toba replied, "What? You ate some of the food? You ate all of the food. You know, I work for you and your mom, and I felt really hungry, and you ate all of my food? You son of a fish!" Then Samosa felt really scared and rushes to his house. Inside of his house, he asked his mother, "Mommy, Daddy said that I am the son of the fish. Is that right, Mommy?" Then his mom replied, No, that is not true. You are our sons." Then his mom asked him to help her hands, and suddenly they disappeared. When Toba arrived at his house, he was shocked because inside of his house, there's nobody, and his house was filled with water. And not in a long time, his house was full of water, and not just the house, also the whole village. And suddenly, it became a lake. Local residents named the lake Lake Toba. And the island in the middle, which is the last foothold of Samosa and his mom, called Samosa Island. So that is the story of the legend of Lake Toba. Do you like it?
Yes.
So, the message is do not get angry too fast and do not break your promise. And that's all my story today. I'm Zia. Thank you for listening. Bye, everyone.
Thank you for your interesting speech. Now we'll have
Hello, Zia. How do you feel now? We feel happy? Yeah. Because it seems to me that you practice this really, really well. Okay? I think I would be hated by all the audience if I did not mention the outfit. Yeah? Because from the beginning, the start of this real stage, you were actually one of the trainees that I would really wait to see what would be her speech. Because even from outside, I was very curious what you are going to deliver, and that is how you play right, at real stage or at any competition. Okay, to create suspense. So very well done. I also love how you could switch your voice comfortably. Right, it was not easy, not for many advanced speakers, but yet at the beginning level of your speech career, you have already shown how to play with your voice comfortably. So very well done, Zia. If I could give you things to improve in the future, because I thought that you were really good. You had the content of the speech, you had the voice mastery. Now it's the time to explore the body language. Because I know that, yeah, you have several great movement with your hands. Okay? In the future, try not to move unnecessarily. Because when you are making movement, it could be quite distracting for the audience, especially if the movement was very little and what's the purpose of it. Okay? So if next time you're delivering speeches, if your movement doesn't help your speech, then do not move. If it helps your speech, then really move. Okay? And another thing is challenge yourself with the eye contact, because now I can have eye contact. Okay, during your speech, there were a couple of times that you were lost in the audience. I do not feel that you look at the audience. All right? I know that that is a challenge for higher level students, but because you are that good at the beginning level, let's make that your challenge for the next level. Okay? Face the audience. Do not be afraid of that. Because I think they really want to see you, because they have been waiting for you. All right? So all the best, Gia, for your future speeches. Good luck.
That was easy. That was a very amazing story. So thank you very much. I believe that the feedback is very good. Excuse me. Now let's have 1 minute of silence. So dear parents and trainers, let's fill out the feedback form so that the speaker will improve more.
Miss, ada jentok. The same.
Our next speaker is someone from the house of Raham. Let's welcome Sophia Grace Wu. Protect oceans and beaches, protect ocean and beaches. Sophia. Let's welcome Sophia.
Oh, wait, miss, I forgot. I forgot Do you guys love oceans?
Yeah.
Well, I personally love oceans, and every time when I see a beautiful ocean, I'm always relaxed because I always hear the sensation of the waves, and it always relieves my stress in just a second or two. So here's the way how to protect our oceans and beaches. Number one, don't use plastic. Plastic can harm our oceans, such as, for example, when sea turtles think it is jellyfish, so they eat the plastic, and they will suffer because they eat plastic. And sometimes whales accidentally swallow it because they're big and they cannot really see small things, so they accidentally swallow it, and sometimes they will suffer due to the plastic. So this is the other way to not use plastic. Bring your own bag, like fabric or maybe something else, so that you don't use plastic, because plastic is sometimes thrown away and sometimes it's dumped to the sea. To save water, we all need water, and fish also need water. So we can't just think of ourselves, because if we think of ourselves only and we spend all the water, then all the fish will die. Three, use biodegradable products. Biodegradable means that it can disappear, and it actually breaks down naturally. This is not biodegradable because it's made out of plastic. If it's made out of natural things like wood or bamboo or wheat, then they can break down easily. But this is not made of natural things. Meanwhile, carton is made out of wood, so it can break down easily. 4. Eat sustainably. Don't eat like rare fish such as hammerhead shark, but it can also affect your health. Not only because it is endangered, but it's because it can also affect your health. So their species are going. We'll never see their species again after danger and also extinct, every single extinct. So I recommend everybody to just eat common fish because they can actually reproduce easily. 5. Stop overfishing. Overfishing is when you fish too much, like this, for example. If overfishing happens for a long time, then it might be like no more fish in the future, or maybe there are some fish but not a lot. 6. Clean the beach. It's to protect our environment from trash and other things. Because if, like, for example, crabs, they sometimes go on the beach and they actually can get tangled from the plastic. Here's an example of people helping cleaning the beach. 7. Eco-friendly products. Use eco-friendly products because they're useful and also can protect our earth from actually, like, for example, we can use refillable water bottles aqua or maybe like the mineral because you throw them already. But meanwhile, this refill, so this refillable water bottle, you can actually refill water again, like plastic bottle. I ever seen in TV news that Indonesian people are working on it too, such as students and soldiers and other nearby citizens are helping to clean the beach. That's all. I hope you can learn from this speech. Thank you, everyone.
That's very interesting. Thank you for your speech. Now, let's have one more judges. Please welcome Miss Pio.
Okay. Well, Sophia, your speech is a very informative speech, and I feel that you are lecturing me. So I really learned a lot from the information that you were telling. And just now you were giving the full explanation as well. Since just now the slide, you were just using those simple text, right, for the whole points. That is something which is very good for designing the slide with the simple text and then the drawing. Well, there's one thing that you can see in terms of the slide itself. It's just to choose one background. I think it's gonna be a best way. So you can focus more on the pictures and then the design of the text itself. Since just now there are so many different types of background that you use, I think it's gonna be so difficult as well, and you have those time for designing. I love the intonations, the voice that you are making. It's very rich. I can tell that your voice is very rich. It's really in filling the whole room here. Like we all can listen to you. We all feel that you are lecturing us very well. So what you can improve more is on your body language. Since just now you were might not notice there might be a mannerism of moving the legs gesture. So just use a strong anchoring on the stage, or you might want to move around when you are showing the slide. It's gonna be a best way for you to feel more confidence on the stage itself. Okay, overall very well done.
And was easy. Thank you very much.
Our next speaker is someone who is from Graham as well.
That was a very amazing speech, so thank you very much. I believe that the feedback is very well received. Now let's have 1 minute of silence. So our dear trainees and parents, let's fill out the feedback form so the speaker could in the comments.
We will have extra. Oh iya, sebelum itu no reason. Apa SMLONE dan apimu?
A lot. Yeah.
Our next speaker is someone who is personally from Graham as well. So please welcome Tentang.
The limit is 5 to 7 minutes. So, Sesi is yours.
Let it go, can't hold it back anymore. I don't care what they're going to say. So this is the most iconic line from the Disney movie Frozen, and it's Princess Elsa singing it. I really like Disney princess when I was young, especially Elsa. And so Disney princess have catch lots of ideas from generation to generation, and Disney princess shows the power of strength, hope, and courage. So when I was young, I really like to dress in Disney princess, even my hair isn't much growing. It's like very short. Some people even think that it's like a boy in a princess dress or gown. But then when I was young, I always think that when I wear it, I look beautiful, and I think that I'm a princess and I'm happy about it. So I will keep wearing it. My mom once told me this story that one of the family members come to me and then say, please change it out. It looks weird since you're going out to it. So I say this and answer back down. If you don't like it, then don't see me, just close your eyes and your hand forever. Or just turn around. I like it and I will wear it even though you complain to me. You see, a little girl would have the courage to speak out their mind to say it, and even though they did not think that their family members would get angry with them, they are very sure of it, so they just say it. And I really bring up to the Elsa lyric when I say that. It's like, I don't care what they're going to say. Like how they complain me about the dress. I just say I don't care. I will still wear it. Disney princess also empowered us to let the girls believe in themselves, and in their abilities, resilience. After they fall, they come back and fight back again. Disney princess isn't about crowns and beautiful tiaras, a weak princess waiting for a man's handsome prince to save them from danger. But they are far more than that. They can be like tough like men, like Mulan, fighting at the battlefield, very tough. And they can also chase their dreams like Moana. Moana set sail across the sea to save the heart of Tasiti. And like Rapunzel, she come out of her comfort zone, the tower, to explore the world. Disney princess promote positive values and lessons. Like Snow White, Cinderella, they show kindness. You might think they're dumb princesses because they are being bullied by their stepmothers. They are called like, you do this, do that, and then, but then they can fight back if they want to, but then they choose to be kind. And they also prove that when you use kindness, kindness wins all. So I think this girl actually really needs kindness because of war going on. And if one country show kindness and then the other show kindness to each other, maybe the war could stop and settle down. As for bravery and saving Mulan, all of the princess is brave. You might think Cinderella is kind, but she's also brave. She has the courage to go to the ball even though she knows her evil sister and her stepmom is there. Friendship highlight the value of strong and supportive friendships. Princesses all have friendships. Anna and Elsa, they are sisters and they are friends. mentioned is strong. Cultural barriers. Every girls, like, even if you're Western, Indian, or Asian, if we wear the princess dress, we are all sharing one same dream of becoming a Disney princess here at the school. Conclusion legacy. So Disney legacy shows us about kindness, courage, and resilience. It reminds us about how to love and believe in ourselves. As long as we hold on to this legacy, and the Disney princess magic will tap in our hearts together. Together, the legacy, it could help us to make our wish and dreams come true. That's all. And to step outside for your comfort zone, for that's where I literally begins. That's a quote from Rapunzel. And that's all for my
Well, thank you for the inspiring speech. Now let's have one of the judges to give feedback. So please welcome our judge, Miss Bill.
Terry, how long have you been preparing for this speech? Quite a long time, yeah? Do you feel satisfied with it?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a great speech. Congratulations, Terry, for your second real stage in life. I was actually very surprised with the perspective and the angle of a little girl like you talking about Disney princesses. This was not like the usual common speeches that I heard about princesses. It was very adult, very mature, and very, I would say, very inspiring. Because a lot of people, okay, and I know that I'm not a little girl, right? Even though I'm a man, I could see the purpose of having princesses idol in life. And I'm very happy that you see it that way. And to be able to see it is another way, okay? But to be able to deliver speeches about it, it's just another level. So very well done, Harry, on your content of this speech. What I would say, Karin, is that eventually, when we are learning delivering speeches, Karin, from the very beginning, okay, the voice, the hand gestures, at the end of the day, it's about the content that you are telling the audience. It's about the lessons you want to teach the audience. Okay? My suggestion for you, Karin, for your next coming speeches, do more speeches like this. Challenge the status quo. When people look at one side, you look at another side. And then teach that lesson to your audience. In doing so repetitively, after many times and many times, eventually you can be an inspiring figure, not just for the audience, but also for your friends and also your family. Okay? One suggestion about the slides is that never again read the slides. When the slide is there, your audience can read the slides. So you do not have to repeat reading it for the audience. In doing so, you can transform yourself as a higher level speaker. All right? All in all, I'm just amazed with how you progress in your speaking career. Congratulations.
That was easy.
Thank you so much. I believe the feedback is so well received. Now we will have 1 minute of silence so our dear trainees and parents, let's hear the feedback from the speakers in 3 minutes.
tarik, serjang tarik.
Finish, right, Miss?
Our next speaker is someone from the class of Glory. Let's welcome Kenji Fernando. Why you should smile? Why you should smile Kenji Fernando? You have to write
So, how's everyone doing today?
Good!
Bad, yeah? Okay, then.
Very good!
So, is everyone capable of smiling?
Yeah!
Yes, right? Okay, now, I bet everyone smiles a lot, but only during family photos, right? But there are also genuinely smiles that comes from the heart, and I'm going to be discussing about that, but not really though. Yeah. As Will Smith once said, smiling is the best way to face every problem, crush every fear, and fight every pain. So, you may be asking why you should smile and what's the purpose of smiling. Well, today I will be giving out the benefits, and yeah, you can to answer your question. Here's why. So, believe it or not, smiling can actually improve interpersonal relationships and increase performances at work. So, for example, let's take our host here, Bolton. So he's really stressed at work, and he's just very depressed. And like all it takes to improve all his performances and productivity at work is just one smile. And it takes 43 muscles to frown and only 17 muscles to smile. So why frown when you can smile? And smiling is also free of charge. You don't need to pay anything for it. Now I'm going to go on to the next one, which is the benefits of smiling. So believe it or not, smiling also relieves stress. So for example, I'm going to use myself. Right now, I am currently very stressed and under pressure because my mom and dad are watching alongside everyone here, especially the CEOs. So what I can do here is just smile so that I can relieve stress. I'm not smiling, I don't know why. Not only that, smiling also improves the immune system. So let's take it as an example. How much does doctors cost? I'm pretty sure it costs like a lot, and like due to this, you have to buy medicine, you have to take a shot, and a lot of stuff which requires a lot of money. Well, by smiling, it also boosts the immune system so that you don't have to be sick and go to the doctor. Smiling also suggests success. That's right, success. By smiling, you can be very successful in life. I think. I've never tried this before, nor has anyone else, but I'm pretty sure everyone here is very successful, right?
Yes.
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 I don't know.
So by smiling, you can be very successful like this kid over here.
Ah, that kid is not smiling.
Smiling also helps you live longer. Now, has anyone ever paid attention to their grandpa and grandma smiling each time? This is probably one of the main reasons why they keep smiling. You see, due to social media as well, a lot of social media also told a lot of people that smiling helps you live longer. Now, I have not tested this theory out yet, but I'm pretty sure smiling helps you live longer for only like 2%. I'm not sure. But yeah, smiling helps you live longer so that you can see your grandchildren grow up, have a wife or husband, have kids, and yeah. Smiling also makes you very attractive.
Oh, component.
As you can see, very attractive. Am I right?
Even the one is attractive.
I want you all to try to smile for a bit. Okay, let's start. 1, 2, 3. Can everyone smile for me? I'm pretty sure you all look very attractive, more attractive than this guy. And yeah, I don't really have a lot to say, but overall, for the closing, I'm just gonna say that don't forget to smile each day and be positive, even if you're under stress because it's almost exam. I'm pretty sure if you smile, all of it will go away, just as what Will Smith said just now. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Yeah, as Will Smith once said, smiling is the best way to face every problem, crush every fear, and unite everything. That is all for me. Thank you. Laser.
Well, thank you for your inspiring speech.
Exactly.
So now let's have one for judges to give feedback. So let us welcome our judge, Miss Bio.
Right. Angie, it's been a while that I haven't with you yet, but I can see how you have progressed yourself, especially from the look itself, how you prepare yourself, grooming yourself today, since I have seen you inside the class and how you are right now. So this is a very nice way for grooming yourself, and I would like to see this whenever I enter the class as well. So that is one of the good points. And then from your appearance in terms of smiling, and that's the content which you are bringing about. And you keep on showing that there is a good interaction that you're putting in a way of getting the engagement from the audience itself. And then just now you try with the conversations which everyone can relate. That is a good way and you have succeeded to get the audience attention again. Okay? Nice way for being very friendly with audience. Keep that up. What I'm gonna focus more is regarding how you are using the slide itself. Since just now at the very back of the slide, it is very good already. We have made the simple slide like this one, but just now from the very beginning, you might discard the parts that's not needed. Okay? So we can focus on you as the star. As again, slide is just like a guidance. It's only a friend that's being beside you, but again, you are the main star, the main king that's gonna be there to share with us more. Okay, so that's what we can improve again. One thing that I would like to tell for you is if you are bringing this topic, then make sure you yourself you trust that, you believe in that. Show that you also masterize and be comfortable to share this with everyone. Okay? Else you might discard the parts that you don't even want to share. Okay? Overall, very well done, Lieutenant Colonel Kenji.
Let's go! Oh yeah.
Thank you very much. I believe that the feedback is so well received. Now let's have 1 minute of silence so our dear trainees and parents. Let's fill out the feedback form so that the speaker can improve.
What about this? What about this thing on can
Go back. Oh yeah. Yes.
What's the name of the song? I will check. What's the name of the song? What should we do, Miss? Miss. The Miss in the end. Miss. Miss, enter the real estate to real estate. The real estate is entering to real estate 2 and real estate 3. Yeah, after this session will be real estate session 2. The real estate session 2 like you see first.
And ladies and gentlemen, how are you feeling that the real estate is finally over? Really? Well, despite your nervousness now, all of you did exceptionally well. Each one of you has given out your best efforts and conquered yourself today.
So congratulations to all participants of stage 31. Now, before we invite all participants to come up to the stage to receive the pin and certificates, we would like to invite Ms. Surah to announce some special promotions.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Miss Sarah to the stage.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Welcome and Lieutenant Colonel Freya. Halo, selamat siang untuk semua parents yang telah hadir pada event kita hari ini. Sebelumnya mungkin parents sudah sering komunikasi by WhatsApp atau by call dengan Miss Jorvita customer service. Ini kita akan memberikan beberapa special offer untuk papa mama yang hadir hari ini. Adapun beberapa program yang akan kita buka di SMLONE Tripura, ada apprentice class di jadwal hari Jumat, ada junior class di hari Selasa, dan juga ada youth class di jadwal hari Sabtu. Khusus untuk papa mama semua yang hadir di sini, ataupun untuk rekan kerja, saudara, keponakan, ataupun tetangga, kita akan memberikan special offer untuk new trainee yang akan mendaftarkan kelas di SMLONE Tripura. Kita akan memberikan special offer diskon up to 2 juta rupiah. Dan jadwalnya mengikuti jadwal yang tersedia di yang tadi kita tampilkan. Selain itu juga kita akan memberikan special offer berupa misalkan ternyata murid trainee SMLONE di Jawa Timur ingin pindah ke SMLONE Tritura, kita akan memberikan yang namanya free transfer fee selama masa soft launching sampai tanggal 21 Februari 2024. Dan yang selanjutnya kita ada memberikan special offer ketika papa mama memberi voucher 500.000, maka kita akan memberikan free ekstra 200.000 rupiah, di mana voucher tersebut bisa kita gunakan untuk pembayaran prolong training. Dari special offer tadi, saya ada menjelaskan beberapa program di SMLONE. Seperti yang kita ketahui, di SMLONE kita ada apprentice class, orator society junior, dan orator society youth. Yang pertama kita ada apprentice class, di mana di apprentice class ini merupakan program khusus untuk anak kelas 1 sampai kelas 2 SD. Di program ini kita fokuskan untuk melatih kepercayaan diri pada anak, dan juga kita melatih skill komunikasinya melalui public speaking, dan juga skill sosialisasinya. Dan program yang selanjutnya kita ada orator society. Di program orator society ini kita bagi menjadi dua. Yang pertama orator society junior, khusus untuk anak kelas 3 SD sampai kelas 1 SMP, dan juga orator society youth untuk anak kelas 2 SMP sampai 3 SMA. Di mana di program ini kita fokuskan untuk melatih skill komunikasi pada anak melalui public speaking. Namun kita juga melatih kepercayaan diri pada anak, skill presentasi, sosialisasi skill, karakternya, dan juga manajemen. Nah, di program orator society ini kita memiliki beberapa level, yaitu ada private, sergeant, lieutenant kolonel, lieutenant general, dan general. Di mana di semua level ini kita akan memberikan kesempatan kepada semua trainee untuk mengikuti dan menyelesaikan beberapa challenge yang berbeda-beda, seperti menjadi IG host live, menjadi host podcast, ataupun MC di beberapa event SMLONE, dan masih ada beberapa challenge lainnya. Nah, nanti ketika para trainee semua yang hadir di sini sudah mengikuti real stage, maka nanti para trainee akan membutuhkan yang namanya new level book. Dan khusus hari ini kita akan memberikan special price new level book dari Rp600.000 menjadi Rp500.000, dan akan mendapatkan free exclusive merchandise dari SMLONE. Dan satu lagi kita ada special offer untuk next real stage, di mana biaya real stage itu normal price-nya Rp490.000. Khusus hari ini juga kita memberikan harga menjadi Rp399.000. Untuk papa mama yang ingin mengetahui detail lebih lanjut atau ingin bertanya-tanya, feel free boleh bertanya kepada saya berada tepat di meja registrasi depan. Sebelum menutup announcement hari ini, saya ingin menampilkan satu cuplikan video singkat untuk papa mama semuanya. Dari video ini merupakan salah satu training aktif kita yang mengikuti program apprentice class dan sekarang sudah mengikuti orator society junior. Jadi, apakah anak bisa lebih percaya diri? Jawabannya yes, pasti anak bisa. Saya Sarah, terima kasih. See you in the next event.
Thank you, Ms. Sarah, for the announcement. Now we will invite all participants to come up to the stage. One by one, if your name is called, please come up to the stage to receive your pin and your certificates. Hayden, if you're please come up on the stage. Now for the next speaker, please come to the stage. Chloe, Bernice, and alright, for the next speaker, Enrico Victoria. For the next speaker, Madeline Chloe Wang. For the next speaker, certain Madeline Chloe Wang. For the next speaker is Surgeon Marcelis Salim.
Yes, surgeon like what? The good thing or bad thing?
For the next speaker, Surgeon Marcelis Yang. For the next speaker is Surgeon Quincy Joyce.
What do people only watch?
Now for the next speaker is Surgeon Braden Clark. Now for the next speaker is Surgeon Sampo. Now for the next speaker is Surgeon Dia Arafat. Now, for the next speaker is Lieutenant Colonel Setiap.
I love the second line. That's congratulations, Sophia.
For the next speaker is Lieutenant Colonel Karir.
It's so cold, miss. Can you turn on what I'm saying? It's so cold. Hello. What did you do?
For the next speaker is Lieutenant Colonel Tentang SMLONE.
I want this thing.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Thanks, sis.
Lindsay.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, OOD.
Alright. Everyone, right? So everyone, please come up to the stage to take a picture together.
Sir, nanti ada video juga ya, Sir? Video. Misalkan one week nih udah terus.
Let's get some.
Let's do it this way. All the tall ones should stand at the back. Okay? Chloe from office.
How about this?
Cool. Wait a minute.
Or like this? Let me go. How about like this?
Chloe, I think you could stand here. Okay. I think Graceline could you please stand a bit closer? Chloe, closer. Sophia, closer to Enrico. Yes. I think the MC should be in the front. It's MC in the front. Well done.
How about this?
Marcelis, could you please step down?
Over the line.
So the MC should squeeze a bit more. Zia, could you please squeeze? This here will be yes. Well then, I think you need to squeeze in a bit. Yeah. Gia should come up. I think Welton, you could stand at the back beside Josh. Yes. Raiden, could you please stand at the back? Yes. Squeeze in, please.
Squeeze.
more. 1, 2, 3. The video was
Okay. So I will screen SML1 and all of you will say,
making you better than you. Like this, everyone. Making you
and then
better than you.
screen, and then screen. Okay. Now let's try first. Okay, 1, 2, 3. SML1.
Making you better you.
And then you need to screen in. Okay. Then let's try it again. SML1.
Making you better you.
Oh, okay. See, let's try it. Let's try it. Okay. Right. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
SML1.
Making you better you.
So everyone, okay, once you put a pin, it shows that you are now a sergeant and you are now a lieutenant colonel. Okay? When you are a sergeant, it means that you can speak confidently, right? So next time when you go into the class, you need to wear that pin. So that when everyone sees you, they know that you are sergeant.